Okay, now let's put my foot on the door and kind of hold it. And I've noticed on this one here, so I just have a little screwdriver and I'm twisting on the shaft. I don't have to just do a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. I can just spin it with my fingers and I can get it out a lot quicker. Okay, and as I'm doing this, I'm looking at the door already, and it looks like the painter's painted right around the doorknob, which is kind of funky. I don't know why they did that. Okay, this one, the outside trim is going to start moving, and if you had a battery operated drill, I guess you could use that. I don't generally use that for the doors. Okay, and it just kind of comes off. Sometimes if it's still in there, you know, sometimes you get the screws out and maybe this doesn't even come off the door because it's when they installed this handle, maybe the door was still wet of paint, and then you're like, how do you get that off? So then I would just kind of pop it a little bit and try to loosen it and then gently pull it apart. That's it. Now I put it back together like that, and I'll put that back in the box. I'm not even gonna mess with this just yet. Let's go on to the next one. Same thing, same rigmarole, and you're learning it all right here, right now. Yeah, okay. Let's get you situated. We'll get you situated over here, back behind the door, I guess, like that. Let's do something like that. Okay. I can hold the edge of the door and put my knee on it. Okay. And I can reach down and maybe get the bottom one first. Remember which doors I have to do, because there was 4 doors in here and I'm only doing 3, so make sure you remember which 3 to do. If you only have to do 1, that's fine. This is Schlage and this is the paddle handle, and I've got the ones to match this exactly. This is bronze, and see how it rubs off. The bronze color is supposed to be like this here, but after a while it gets old and wears off. But I do like the bronze finish. But if you want, these come in polished, like satin finish, like a chrome, not bright chrome, but you know, like a brushed finish. And in fact, those last a lot longer finish wise because they don't wear off like these. Okay, but I mean, these will last for these have been on here for 10 years, maybe 7 to 10 years. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of move it. I've got it held on the back side. I'm going to pull that apart like that, and I'm just going to put this back together if I can, if it works. Okay, now I can put that back in my old box, can I? Okay. Okay, let's go on over here to the next one, and see, the screws are always on the back side, right? Okay, always on the back side. That's where they're supposed to be. If you have the screws on the other side, obviously that's wrong, isn't it? So let's see. See here, I've got my foot kind of like that, and that kind of helps hold the door. I guess you can see that. Yeah, you can. Okay, so now I can spin just on the shaft. I got just a little screwdriver. I like using this one. I don't know why. I could get a bigger one, but you know, this one seems to do fine. I can spin just the shaft. I'm not even touching the handle at all. Twist it right on out of there a lot faster that way, see? Okay, now see, this one is pretty, well, it came apart, but it was almost stuck. I was going to have to kind of give it a little yank. Okay, pull it apart. Okay, that's your next step. We're going to take those back over to our boxes, and it's just something I do. I'll do that later. Okay, let's just pick these up, because the next step is we've got to get those latch pieces out. And I'll show you a nice little trick that I do on that. I just kind of came up with it the other day, and that's how I'm going to do it from now on, because I used to do it one way and it always pinched the side of my hand when I did it. I hated that. And I thought there's got to be an easier way, and there is, and I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, here's what I used to do to get those out. I used to hold my screwdriver in here like this, and then hold it like that with two hands and kind of pull it towards me. And every once in a while my finger would get in here and I'd get a little blood blister there, or maybe the edge right here, if there was paint on it or whatever. I pulled this really super hard and it popped off a little bit of wood here or something like that. But I don't do it that way anymore. I thought, phooey on that, there's got to be an easier way, and of course there is. I just take a pair of pliers and I just put it in here, because this is a throwaway anyways, okay? So I'm just going to kind of hang on to it like that. I'm going to use my hammer and I'm just going to tap on it, okay? Just to get it loose. Now I can pull it right out. That's good. It looks kind of easy and cheesy, like, yeah, Joe, anybody knows that. Well, I didn't used to do it that way. I did not used to do it like that. Okay, let's just do this one here. See, we're in production mode here, and I just want you to see everything I'm doing. Okay, I got it right like that, and I'm just gonna tap on it. Kaboom. Very simple. Simple Simon. Here's my next one. Of course, it's the same way, right? Put that in there. Grab it and tap on it. Have I showed you anything that was hard just yet? No, because nothing I do is very difficult, really. If an average Joe can do it, so can you.